Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Azafar bin Mohtar. My project title is IOT Live Temperature Station Monitoring. My matrix number is 13DDK19F1043 and my lecturer name is Encik Muhammad Adib bin Zakaria. Introduction. The earth is abundant with living things such as plant, animal, water, air, and human being. We are made up of the earth, and the earth is made of us. The earth asks us to take care of it so that in doing so we take care of ourselves and our future generation and human, plants, animal, air, water. It asks us to be aware that we are as much a part of the earth than anything else, and the earth and its nature is a part of everything. The earth asks of us to be content with how it is, to be content with ourselves, and know that everything will change and grow at the pace and ways it needs to. The earth provides for us a place to live, a place to sustain our humanly needs. The earth gives us food, shelter, air, and basically everything we need to survive. For the earth to survive, we as humans need to stop polluting our homes, to stop destroying our natural environment, and in that to keep our water and air clean for the other living beings like animal and plants, so that they too can live peacefully and naturally without problems created by humans. In short, my system has the requirement to help human in protecting the earth. My system has the ability to measure the weather. It is not only important day to day, but it is important in the forecasting of approaching dangerous weather. By developing measuring tools, meteorologists can develop better warnings system that will help save people's life, properties, and businesses. Abstract. Life temperature station monitoring is a monitoring system that is important for the planet too, because it is important not just in defining present climate but also for detecting changes in climate and providing the data to input into models which enable us to predict future change in our environment. Weather information like temperature, humidity, wind speed, and direction, rainfall, UV index, and solar radiation is gathered simultaneously from weather monitoring system. All the data can be centralized, organized, and sent to the base of the system. Weather variables such as wind speed and direction, air temperature, humidity, and rainfall may all be important factors in determining the cause of wide range of events. For example, agriculture has always been heavily dependent on weather and weather forecast both for its control on the quality and quantity of a harvest and its effect on the farmer's ability to work the land or graze his stock. Water resource generally depend critically not just upon rainfall but also weather phenomenon that together drive plant growth, photosynthesis, and evaporation, just as pollen and seed dispersal in the atmosphere are driven uh, almost entirely by weather. So too is the direction and distance of travel. Atmospheric pollution. Weather monitoring is also important not just in defining the present climate but also for detecting change in climate and providing the data to input into models which enable us to predict future change in our environment. Methodology. On the left side is my circuit diagram, and on the right side you can see that is my block diagram. Objective. Firstly, use the live weather station to check temperature in order to know the temperature state. The second objective, make a data from place to place in order to mark the area that have heat wave. The third objective, measuring and predicting the weather to provide warnings system. Problem statement. Live weather monitoring is a system that is already available through television, internet, newspaper, and many more. Second, the project is more focused in giving people a private live temperature monitoring to their own. Lastly, this project has a lot of low-costed hardware. Recommendation. The project is a success, but there are some recommendations for future weather stations to make the system way efficient. Firstly, I recommend enhancing the efficiency of the weather station. First and the foremost is to buy a package of instruments that give more or less accurate readings within the standard norm of variation. Next, I recommend there should be provision for radiation shield. It prevents the sunlight to fall directly on the temperature sensor and reduce the error that may occur otherwise due to precipitation or solar radiation. Lastly, I recommend all the sensors should be mounted on high pole, boom, or the most top structure in the home. The higher the installation, except for the rain gauge, it is more effective, particularly for measuring the temperature. Conclusion. In conclusion, the three objective is to use the live weather station to check temperature to know the temperature state. Next, make a data from place to place to mark the area that have heat wave. Lastly, measuring and predicting the weather to provide warning system. As a conclusion, this project is a success because all objective was accomplished at the end of the research. I was able to check and know the temperature state. Lastly, I was able to make a data from place to place to mark area that have heat wave, and I was able to predict the weather to help people, farmer, and provide warning system. This is my project, IOT live temperature station monitoring. This is the Arduino and the coding that I will be using. And next I will go to the hardware of the project. This is the main component that I will be using. I will be using the DHT11 to detect the humidity and temperature, and I will mostly use the rain sensor in order to know the rain detection. And now I will be put in the micro USB, and now I will be uploading the coding and see if my project works and it can detect the humidity, temperature, and rainfall. Now have now I have able to upload the coding. I will check the serial monitor, and I am able to get the temperature, humidity, and rainfall readings. This is me. My project has worked perfectly. This is the application ThinkSpeed. I'll be using this to help me detect the readings of my humidity, temperature, and rainfall. From this application, I will be able to read just like the Arduino. As you can see, I will get the humidity 85. Then I will get the changes from the apps application since the Arduino has changes too. Now I will demonstrate the effectiveness of my project. Now I will add some water on the rain sensor, proving that the rain sensor will be detect the water. And yes, from rain 100 it became lower because the readings is the lower it gets, meaning the rain is going to happen more. The application is able to have a reading just like the Arduino. The rainfall is 71, meaning the project is successful. And lastly, thank you for watching my video. Thank you.